You guys.
Yeah, like a fried chicken. Know what I know, I can't know anymore.
Okay. Hi, Zack, right?
Yes.
I'm your buyer.
Oh,
I'm Alexis.
Nice to meet you. We'll get a formal introduction in a second.
Yes. Do you know who our evaluator is?
I'll go ahead and volunteer to be on the screen.
Okay. Fine. And Andrew Ryder, there's a sheet right over there.
Yeah, she opened up. Why should we get something to write on?
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, look at my phone. It's so cute.
No, you're on the screen, sorry.
I do.
You got this one for sure.
Hey.
No hints for you.
Gosh,
Oh, we're recording, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I wish I could talk. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk to you.
You're not
about
allowed to
this.
talk to me about
Yeah, I
it.
didn't think so,
Yeah.
but gosh, I think I'm gonna struggle with this.
Oh, I wish I could help you.
Have you already done your buyer situation?
Yes.
How was that? Did you have an awkward profile?
I had to be. Oh, yeah. It was.
Was it awkward?
Damn it! I can't answer. So yeah, and that just went out on. Yeah, it was awkward, but whatever. I had fun with it. I wanted to do more with it than I could have, but it was a good time.
Who was your seller?
Holly.
Oh, okay.
So this is Zach.
Mhm.
All right, evaluators, Dan. Is there an Alexis line here? No. Okay. I don't know Zach's last name, but we'll go with. I know
I
mine.
think it's Verdi, like Verdi. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I looked at the sheet thing. I think that's what it was.
Go ahead and get in character. I don't want to mess up his thingy.
Oh.
Whatever your character
I don't
is.
have an acting process. To get
well,
character.
just whatever you do before
I'll
you
just-
go on stage.
I don't go on stage.
I know. I just don't want to mess him up. So he walks in, he's ready. You're ready for him. He's ready for you.
I'm ready for him. As ready as I can be. I'll do my best.
You'll be all right. You'll do well.
Thanks. I'm just so glad I don't have to sell.
That's over
It's
for
over.
now.
Have you done your self-evaluation? Isn't it yours? Come in.
Hi, how's it going? Zack Verdi with Alcon Industries.
Alexis, nice to meet you.
I wanted to thank you for your time today, and here's my business card.
Thank
my
you.
cell phone number is the easiest to reach me at.
Good.
Is it okay if I have a seat?
Of course, take a seat.
Thank you. So, I'm actually new to the area, and I was referred to you by my neighbor, John.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that you've been in practice for 10 years, and that you're the only ophthalmologist he would recommend for anyone in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I know John. He comes in, a couple times a year, and we always try and help him out as best as we can.
That's great.
He's a very nice man.
So you have a lot of history with your patients.
Yeah.
He also mentioned to me that you did your undergraduate studies at UCF.
I did. I loved UCF. Where did you go to school?
I actually graduated from UCF as well, so we're both Knights.
That's so funny.
How about those Knights finishing, winning the Fiesta Bowl this year? How'd you
I'm
like that?
so proud. Finally, we're starting to get some recognition from other people.
Very exciting with Blake Bortles getting drafted 3rd overall too. It's huge. So let me tell you a little bit about what I'd like to do with our time today.
Okay.
First, I'd like to ask you a few questions about how you run your practice, things like that. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my product and if things seem right, then maybe we can move forward.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Is it all right if I ask you a few questions and take some notes?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay. Well, first, I'd like to start with what re-wetting drops do you currently recommend to your patients?
Basically, we have a few different types of eye products that we give to them. I don't have a list of them in front of me right now, but we don't have a specific product that we
so
prefer.
You're not set on any specific product.
Correct.
All right. Do you ever have any problems with any of the re-wetting drops that you recommend?
No, not really. We just want to make sure that they're safe for the customers that we use, because we don't want anyone to get injured or sick or have any corneal damage or anything like that, because our clients are very important to us.
Okay, and have you seen any instances of corneal damage or any kind of bacterial infections from your re-wetting drops?
A few. I can't remember the specific products, but it has happened a couple of times, and we want to avoid that as best as we can.
Okay. And if I could ask you, when it comes to actually recommending these re-wetting drops, is it just you that makes the recommendation, or do you consult anyone in your practice, other physicians perhaps?
It'll be me that'll make the final decision.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So let me make sure I've got everything that you've told me so far.
Mm-hmm.
Your definitely primary concern with re-wetting drops is the safety of your patients.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely trying to avoid that corneal damage and any kind of bacterial infection.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is there any kind of price range that you like to stay in when recommending these re-wetting drops?
Not a specific price, just we don't want to spend a lot more than we're already spending.
Okay, and on average, what would you say the cost of a re-wetting drop is that you recommend to your customers?
Probably about $200.
Okay, all right. So moving forward, I have that you are looking for something that is safe for your patients, not going to cause any damage. Is that correct?
Correct.
And then also something that is cost affordable for your patients as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything there that I don't have that should be on the list?
Nothing, just more a little bit on the safety. I wanted to know, do you personally use the Tears Natural too?
Yes, I actually do personally
Do you?
use it. Yes. Actually, one more question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is the stinging of the eye ever a problem for any of your patients? Do you ever get
Sometimes, yeah, with certain brands, sometimes the stinging will happen.
And do you know the brand that causes the stinging?
I don't, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, what would you like to do to fix that problem if it continues? If you continue to have patients coming in with that stinging of the eye?
Oh gosh, that would be terrible, because I don't want any of my patients to have any pain or anything like that. So if that kept happening, we might lose some patients from our practice.
Okay. So let me see if I have this. Your ideal re-wetting drop would be something that is safe for your patients,
Mm-hmm.
that is somewhat cost affordable,
Mm-hmm.
and also something that is not going to sting their eye at all, that's easy to use.
Right.
Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Is there anything on that list that should be there that's not?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit about my product that I have here for you today. It's called Tears Natural 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's this specific product right here.
Okay.
It's manufactured by Alcon, and we're the leading eye care company in the world right now, actually.
Oh, okay.
So with the Tears Natural 2, the first thing you mentioned is that you are looking for a re-wetting drop that's safe for your patients.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, with the Tears Natural 2, you're getting a product that has the polyquad preservative, and this polyquad preservative has actually been tested, and it's been found to cause no corneal damage and also no bacterial infections. Now, with that polyquad technology, you get a re-wetting drop that's not only safe, but that is reusable and remains sterile for your patients to continue to use.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see how that satisfies your need for something that would be safe for your patient?
It does. And I just wanted to ask you, is that a product that you personally would be willing to squirt in the eyes of your child's pet rabbit?
Oh, actually, yes. Are you mentioning a study that was done that came up with harmful effects on rabbits?
Yeah, something about that, and I just want to make sure if you're willing to do it in your child's pet rabbit, that I'm willing to do it in my patient's.
Yes, I would be willing to, and actually I can elaborate on that for you a little
Okay.
bit. That study that was actually conducted only on one rabbit, and another independent study was conducted on 12 rabbits. I actually have the data right here for you.
Okay.
It was an independent study conducted on 12 rabbits, and they were given well over the recommended dosage of the Tears Naturel 2. And after all of this repeated exposure, the product was found to be well tolerated. So to answer your question, yes, I would squirt it in the eye of my child's pet rabbit.
Okay, good. That makes me more confident in the product.
Okay, all right. Another thing you mentioned to me was the stinging of the eye, and specifically, if I had to guess between the products you're using, that problem would probably be from the hypo tears. With the Tears Naturel 2, again, back to the polyquad preservative, instead of with the polyquad preservative, you're going to have actually no stinging of the eye. And if you'd like to see some more data on that.
Sure, yeah, I love data.
I actually have a nice chart made out for you of the occurrences of stinging with use.
Oh, wow.
And as you can see here, the hypo tears by far comes back as the most painful to use. And then your Tears Naturel 2, along with the Refresh Plus, are going to be about even and not causing any stinging.
Okay.
With the Refresh Plus, the only problem that you're going to run into is that these are single-use packages. And sometimes, as you mentioned before, with being cost-effective, some of the more cost-minded customers are going to take this Refresh Plus, which is single-use, and try to reuse it, which can lead to bacterial infections.
Oh, yeah, we don't want any of that.
Yeah, so that would be something you're trying to avoid. So with the Tears Naturel 2 having a safe polyquad preservative that remains sterile after reuse, do you see how that covers your need for a product that is safe and also cost-effective?
It definitely does, and that graph is perfect for showing me how that helps. Thank you.
I'm glad I could clear that up. So, how's everything sounding so far with the Tears Naturel 2? Are you liking what you see?
It is. It's sounding good. I just want to make sure that that product is, like I mentioned before, really, really safe for the patients that I have, and because I may not actually stay here for the duration of my career. I might be leaving to go teach at the state medical school, so I want to make sure that even after I'm gone, the patients are taken care of. Okay, well, with the Tears Naturel 2, that is going to be something that Alcon is going to continue to produce, and it's going to continue to have the polyquad preservative rather than the BAC preservative found in hypo tears, which has actually been found to cause some corneal damage. Okay.
So, with recommending the Tears Naturel 2 to your current patients, if they continue the use of that, they should not run into any problems as far as safety goes.
Good.
Like I said, remains very sterile, is reusable. They can take it with them wherever they go. And I personally believe that your patients will be very, very happy with the results from Tears Naturel 2.
Okay, good.
So what I'd like to recommend today is that you personally recommend the Tears Naturel 2 product to 5 of your customers over the next week.
Okay.
And obviously, where it applies, if they don't need re-wetting jobs, you wouldn't want to recommend it to them.
Right.
But if anyone comes in complaining with dry eyes, recommend it to about 5 patients and kind of get some feedback from that. And then we could possibly schedule up a follow-up and see what kind of results you're getting from the product. Does that sound like something that could work?
Okay, well, not quite. I still have some concerns. I didn't hear you say anything about the product guarantee. Would you mind clearing that up for me?
Well,
what kind of guarantee do you offer?
Tears Naturel 2 is actually the only re-wetting drop that offers a full guarantee.
Oh.
With hypo tears, you can get money-back vouchers, things like that, coupons. But with the Tears Naturel 2, we offer a full money-back guarantee. So if any of your patients are unsatisfied with the product, they would be able to return it and get their full money back from Alcon.
Okay.
Do you see how that?
Would they return it to us or to you?
They would actually go through Alcon, so we would
Okay.
take care of the whole refund. This would not come back to you at all.
Okay, good.
Do you see how that takes care of your concern for our guarantee?
It does, and I'm glad that it'd be out of our hands once they take the product away.
Absolutely. Alcon is more than happy to take care of any complaints.
Good.
So, with that recommendation to 5 patients and a follow-up next month, do you think that's something we could agree on?
I'm sorry, but I'm just not sure that I'm interested in it today. Maybe if you could come back in 3 months, if I haven't sold the medical practice yet, then we could talk about implementing some of that product here.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave you with a sample of the, with a few samples of the Tears Naturale 2.
Oh, okay.
And if you see it fit in any way, you could go ahead and recommend it to any of your patients with dry eyes, and just see what they have to say. And I would love to agree to another meeting further down the road.
Okay.
So if you want me to, I will get in touch with you via email and we could set up the meeting.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'll go ahead and contact you by your email address to set up that meeting.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Of course.
I was actually wondering, do you know of any other ophthalmologists in the area that would possibly be interested in my product?
Actually, yeah, there's an ophthalmologist just across town. We don't really compete since he's so far away, but his name is Jim Kramer, and he would love to get your information. He uses a lot of dry eye products, and I'll shoot you his email this afternoon so you can get in contact with him.
All right, that sounds excellent. Thank you very much for your time today.
Of course. And thank you for coming by.
Of course.